After more than a year of hostilities and 2 months of an all-out war, a ceasefire takes effect in Lebanon. The Israeli government has approved a truce with Hezbollah in Lebanon, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has thanked US President Joe Biden for his involvement in securing the ceasefire agreement. The United States is Israel's key ally and military backer, and Biden has hailed the deal as good news and a new start for Lebanon. He spoke at the White House after Netanyahu's office said his ministers had approved the deal. 10 ministers voted in favor and 1 against. Netanyahu says a ceasefire with Hezbollah will allow Israel to focus its attention on Hamas and arch enemy Iran. On the other hand, Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron believe the ceasefire will protect Israel from Hezbollah and create conditions for a lasting calm. In a joint statement, Washington and Paris have said they will ensure the deal is fully implemented. Netanyahu has vowed that Israel will implement a ceasefire deal but will respond forcefully to any kind of violation. In a televised address, Netanyahu said the length of the ceasefire depends on what happens in Lebanon, quote unquote. But this is what is happening in Lebanon. The announcement followed the heaviest day of raids on Beirut since Israel stepped up its air campaign in Lebanon in late September. The raids included a series of strikes in the city's center. Hours ahead of the ceasefire taking effect, the Israeli army ordered the evacuation of residents in central Beirut and the southern suburbs of the city. Hezbollah, meanwhile, said it launched drones at sensitive military targets in Tel Aviv in response to the deadly Israeli strikes in Beirut. It also claimed responsibility for attacks on northern Israel after the agreement was announced. The militant group is, however, yet to make an official statement on the truce. Hezbollah also did not participate directly in the ceasefire talks, and Lebanese parliamentary speaker Nabi Berri was mediating on its behalf. The UK, the EU, Germany and other nations have hailed the truce deal in hopes that it will bring a halt to the unrest and provide some measure of relief to civilians. US is now moving towards a new push for a ceasefire in Gaza. As he welcomed the Lebanon ceasefire, Biden said the US would lead a fresh effort to secure a truce in Gaza, along with Turkey, Egypt, Qatar, which had backed off from any kind of mediation talks, and Israel, among others.